Hey everybody, welcome to You Can't Make This Up. I forgot my You Can't Make This Up cup. I think we might get that one switched up, but this one is working. Thank you for joining me. We are live. If you would, please send in your comments, send in your questions, and right now, folks, let's just roll with it. Are you ready? First picture right out of the gate. Oh, here comes my magic cup. There it is. There it is. There's the picture. 1.8 million head of cattle in Texas, and none of their farts are heating up anything this week. There you go. Thank you, Alexis from Idaho. At least I think that's who sent us that one. By the way, thank you again for joining us here. And I got my cup. This one's empty. This one's not. So I'm going to drink out of this while this cup stays here. As you can tell, I'm a real professional. Hey, are you guys ready to roll? Because I am ready to roll. We have some videos to show you today. Things are kind of crazy. But while you get your cup of coffee ready to have a drink, in fact, get your cup of coffee right now. And I hope you're not too cold where you are. I want to give a shout out to Florida. I know I did earlier in the week. Florida's fantastic. I want to move there. It was really, really nice. And the people were great. I mean, the whole state. What a great place. You guys are blessed to live in Florida. And I also didn't get stuck in any ice or snow. Okay, you guys ready? Watch this, because things are one way in Florida. They're another way in Minnesota, thanks to the Babylon Bee for putting together this video. This is for your enjoyment. Watch this.
Visit Minnesota, a land of beauty, where more than 10,000 sparkling lakes reflect endless blue skies. Just as memorable as the scenery are the people who call Minnesota home. Minnesotans embody a spirit of kindness and community that visitors feel instantly. If it's cultural diversity you're looking for, we have that too. From angry Somalis to angry lesbians, Minnesota has it all. But Minnesota is so much more. Enjoy winter sports, we have hockey and skiing, and bashing law enforcement SUVs with a metal pipe. Fun. Looking to go out in the evening for entertainment? Check out Minnesota's vibrant music scene. Or maybe an exciting fireworks show is more your speed. And of course, if you just want to spend hours practicing saying someone's name, you've come to the right place. What about the food? Shall we talk about the food? Okay, let's not talk about the food. But if it's cultural enrichment you're after, you can visit one of our world-class leering centers to leer even more about the fine state of Minnesota. So, if you've always wanted to visit Somalia, but are concerned it's too far away, come to Minnesota. Minnesota, because Somalia is too far away.
Somalia is too far away. So listen, Minnesota, in case that wasn't enough, let's watch this video. And remember, maybe this is part of the reason why we got so many issues, because let's face it, some things are happening right now are demonic. The devil knows that he has but little time. Revelation chapter 12 isn't fulfilled yet. But tell me, do we have demons flying around this place or what? We absolutely do. And one of the signs of the last days is there will be demon worship, and things are going to be demonically driven. So with that, thinking of Minnesota, thank you, Babylon Bee, for that last one, but check out this one.
This is Representative P.M. Altendorf coming live at you from the Minnesota State Capitol. I am on the ground floor, and as I was leaving my committee meeting today here earlier, I noticed that there is a new display here at the State Capitol, and it's for Governor Walz. It's right here on display. So let me see. I mean, I guess I can't flip my phone, but I'll see if I can show it to you. So this is what we have here, everyone. Let me read it to you. The Democratic Coalition of Satan Worshippers thanks Governor Tim Walz for not standing in the way of spreading Satanism in the State Capitol building. Satan has a special place for you. That's right, everyone. So the Democratic Coalition of Satan Worshippers, they have given some sort of plaque here to Governor Tim Walz. So let me be the first, I guess, to congratulate Governor Tim Walz for this very special award that has come from the Satan worshipers here in the Minnesota State Capitol. Yes, everyone, this is true. I am live, not making this up. You can't make this up.
So there you go. You can't make this up. The Satan Award. Wow, Tim Waltz. I am so shocked. I'm sure you guys are too. I'm totally shocked. I'm puzzled. Tim Waltz, Tampon Tim, strikes again. Wow. What a shocker. I know you guys are shocked. Hey, listen, send in your comments. Send in your questions. We like to deal with stuff here on our You Can't Make This Up program. Okay, are you guys ready? Check this out. Here we go. You know what flashbang is? It's one of those non-lethal things to make people disoriented so they leave. Well, apparently this lady, and they're pretty nasty. You don't want to hold one in your hand. You know, it's like kaboom, it goes off, messes you up. Not intended to be lethal, but when you hold them in your hand, it kind of causes a problem. So apparently this girl thought she was going to be a hero and run into and grab one of these things. Watch what happens. Watch this.
Medic.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I tell you, you can't make this stuff up. You just can't. So she's calling out ICE for being violent and mean and killing people, yet she's calling out for ICE to come and save her. After she pulls off. So what does she really believe? Well, in her heart, she knew the truth, that her best protection would be with ICE. But in her mouth comes the things of the devil, like the rest of these protesters. I forgot to include this one for you today, but it showed people getting their signs. That's right, the actual signs, pre-made signs to go and protest. Remember back in Antifa and Black Lives Matter when bricks were dropped off in cities, they tried to say these things are spontaneous, these protests are organic. We see now in New York City, the synagogues that are destroyed, they're actually funded. Follow the money trail from the people who are destroying the synagogues. And then you start to find out, well, isn't this rather interesting? Also interesting, as Tim Waltz and company are exposed for the criminals that they are, with all of the fraud that's going on, suddenly everybody's upset. Why are people upset? Because this guy's carrying a gun, which we'll show in a minute. This guy gets shot because he goes to a peaceful protest. Why would you go to a peaceful protest with a gun? Why would you be an anti-gun person yet have a gun? That's just a question. But you look at all the people that were killed by illegal aliens, murdered, raped, abused, Lincoln Riley and so many others. You look at this, Lincoln Riley, and you look at all these other people murdered, not a peep out of anyone. Not a peep out of anyone in the media. And yet, what happens, these criminals come out like the one girl who runs over an ICE agent, and this guy who goes to the peaceful protest because he's a peaceful protester with a gun. These things, and you go, wait, what the heck? Why are they suddenly the poster children of how violent ICE is and the police are? Wicked stuff. Anyways, I don't want to stop here. Remember, okay, Alex Preddy, listen, it's just awful when people die, especially if they do not know the Lord. And it's just absolutely awful. But nevertheless, Elizabeth Warren, this Alex Preddy guy who was killed, was a nurse apparently. Well, Elizabeth Warren sounds like she knew him and he was the most personal, peaceful person in the history of the world. Well, let's see what he was really like. This is a week before he gets shot with ICE protesters because he was so peaceful, as all of these people protesting are peaceful. Watch what Elizabeth Warren has to say.
Caring for people was at the core of who he was. He was incapable of causing harm. Alex carried patience, compassion, and calm as a steady light within him. Even at the very end, that light was there. I recognized his familiar stillness and signature calm composure.
His familiar stillness, his calm, his peaceful presentation. Oh my goodness. Hey, I got a shirt just like that, says DSCLEV. I'm not sure what that means, so Disklev. But what kind of shirt do you got? You got this shirt? You can't make this up. By the way, we do have our shirts. We have jackets if you're somewhere where it's a little bit cool. We got cool sweatshirts too. And don't forget, we also have these. I'm going to get to your comment in a minute, Christian 87. We have these, the Are You Ready shirts with the QR code on the back. We ran out of a bunch of them when we were in Florida. We were getting those out to you guys in Florida, but we do have some available right now. I think we do. We did anyways. We'll have more, even if they're not available right this second. But I think we do have them, and for you in Florida that are coming. Okay, so Christian 8792 says, those of us in northern Minnesota is still mostly sane. I agree. It's likely true. Likely. No, so I live in California, so most people say you guys are like that. You're all crazy down there. I had to do like an apology tour when I was in Florida. No, I'm really not like all the people that are up at, like with Governor Newsom. There really are people that are very conservative and Christian here in California too. So I get it in Minnesota. God has his people in various parts of the world. And I want to give a shout out to Lisa D. Lisa D has been a fantastic moderator for us for a long time. What a blessing. She said she needed to step away for a time, but what a blessing. Thank you, Lisa D, for your faithful service to Hope for Our Times. You indeed have been a tremendous blessing to all of us here at Hope for Our Times. May the Lord richly bless you, sister. All right, you guys ready? So a little bit more of ice. Let's see what's going on with ice. Watch this. This is a handicapped person. Watch what happens. This handicapped person in a wheelchair, if they're handicapped, how are they suddenly unhandicapped? Did Benny Hinn show up or something? Watch this.
There's smoke grenades that initially came out. I know the smell of smoke. Not sure what just happened there. But you guys can see the amount of crap that's now on the ground out here.
That's great. So, yeah, I'm thinking Benny Hinn or one of those guys must have been there or whatever. He probably goes to one of them faith churches on Sundays, goes rolling down, and they get out, listen, I'm going to call out false doctrine right now. Get out the fairy dust and all that other stuff, and suddenly the person can walk. I'm calling out the fake preachers right now. Stuff's evil. Things are done in the name of the Lord. Think of Matthew, Gospel of Matthew, where Jesus calls him out. Sermon on the Mount, Matthew chapter 7. But Lord, Lord, didn't we do this in your name? Didn't we do that in your name? Didn't we work miracles in your name? Fake miracles. Jesus says, depart from me, I never knew you. Don't want to hear those words. People claim to know him. He says, I never knew you. Depart from me. There's a whole lot of fake stuff going on that needs to be called out with these fake healings. That dude was faking it. That dude was faking it. Come on. Really? 61 Countdown says, hey, Tom, when are you coming up to Canada, eh? Especially Ontario. Listen, it's a matter of doors opening. So in Florida, just a real blessing. A few different Calvary chapels opened up doors, said, hey, coming up here, they organized everything, set aside the time, coordinate it so I could be able to do the 3 different churches while I was up there. A fantastic experience. So it's a matter of just the open doors, where God opens a door and put together, say, hey, we'd like to have you come up here and do a conference. We have same thing going on up in Washington in May. We're going to be at Pastor Kerry Green's church in Cornerstone and Lake Stevens. The week after that, we are going to be at Calvary Chapel, Ellensburg for a prophecy conference. David Towell's going to be joining me at Calvary Chapel, Ellensburg, along with Pastor Tad and a couple of other people. It's going to be a fantastic time. We're going to be in the Boise, Idaho area Billy Crone, Brandon Holthouse, first time ever at one of our conferences. Ricky Scapero coming all the way from Georgia is going to join us from End Time Headlines. Going to be great. Of course, I'll be there. Pastor Tim Thompson's going to be there. And a special guest is going to be coming on Friday nights. That's Idaho. We're going to be in Santa Barbara, California. And then can't wait for that. David Tell, James Cadiz going to be joining us there. I'll be there. We're going to have worship there in Santa Barbara. Oh my goodness, I'm drawing blanks on who the other person is. Anyways, Santa Barbara's going to be, Brant Holthouse is going to be joining us in Santa Barbara too. That's going to be great. And then of course, Rockwall, Texas, big lineup coming there too. So all of those. Nicole Nuremberg, listen, would love to come to Germany working on it. Here's my problem, just telling you, costs a lot of money to travel, costs an awful lot. So it has to, I got to budget everything. People, the only way this ministry survives is through donations. So it's understanding that and being, for me, this is how my mind works. I've been a pastor for a number of years with Greg Laurie, and then 22 years ago being senior pastor too. And just this principle, someone told me many years ago, remember there's probably an elderly person in your congregation that gave out of her poverty to be able to tithe. You better respect that because God will hold you accountable. So when it comes to travel, I have to count the costs on everything, what's covered, what's not covered, what would be something that people would be able to get behind. But in all honesty, I will come to Germany as soon as I possibly can. Same thing, Australia, New Zealand, and other places. But it's just, it comes down to the Lord opening up doors of places and also the funds to be able to do something like that, in remembering that I give an account. I will stand before the Lord one day. So I've got to be faithful to him, but I will go everywhere that I possibly can go. So I would love to come to Germany. I'm tentatively on the books for I think it's 2027 to be there. But it's, again, we just save and count the costs and figure, okay, so it's tentatively on the books, Nicole, so looking forward to it. All right. Anyways, so keep praying. Well, actually, I hope we're worship. I mean, I hope we're raptured so we can worship the Lord in heaven, but we're not raptured yet. If we're not, then in that time, and God provides, then Chuck Smith, founder of Calvary Chapel, Costa Mesa, the founder of Calvary Chapel, as you say, where God guides, God provides. So I'm looking forward to whatever it is God wants to do. But thank you, Nicole, for asking. I would love to be there ASAP. All right. And I will get there. Listen, I'll do my best. We will do our best. We always do. Okay, I'm going to show you another video. This is kind of wild. It's an underground city called Darren Kenu. It also has another name too. Let me see what the other name is. The other name is Ellen Gubu, and this is wild. This underground city, I mean, the reason I'm showing you this is because it's so cool. It's believed to be somewhere between the 8th and 7th centuries BC. You've got to see, this is legit. This is not one of the funny things. This is legit. Watch this. This is so cool. Are you guys ready? Okay. Roll this video. I'm going to let it play out, and it's fascinating. Obviously, it's an AI-generated video, but it takes you into this underground city with explanation. It's going to blow your mind. Watch this.
1963, a man in Turkey noticed his chickens were disappearing through a small crack at his basement. He knocked down the wall to find them, but instead he found a dark tunnel. He followed it down and down, 18 stories underground. He had stumbled upon a massive hidden city that had been sleeping right under his feet for centuries. This is Darren Kuyu, a subterranean marvel carved into solid volcanic rock. At 85 meters deep, it could house 20,000 people for months without them ever seeing the sun. It wasn't just a cave, it was a fully functional city. Ventilation shafts, water wells, churches, stables, and kitchens designed to disperse smoke without alerting anyone outside. To stay safe, they used massive circular stone doors weighing half a ton that could only be opened from the inside. Who built it? Perhaps the Hittites 4,000 years ago, or the Phrygians later on. We know who used it. early Christians hiding from Roman persecution, Byzantine Christians hiding from Arab raids. When invaders arrived, entire villages would simply vanish into the earth. They sealed the doors and waited in total silence. Raiders would walk through empty streets, find nothing, and leave, never knowing a whole civilization was breathing right beneath their boots. Derinkuyu wasn't alone. Archaeologists discovered it was linked by a 5-kilometer tunnel to another city called Kaimakli. In fact, over 200 of these underground cities have been found in the region, a massive, interconnected world that was forgotten by history until one man's chickens went missing. If you lived back then, would you have the courage to disappear underground to stay alive?
I mean, that was wild, isn't it? I mean, look at it. And there's other cities like that. I've been to the catacombs in Rome. And into them. But you look at something like this, and then you start thinking what's going on in Iran right now with the severe persecution, the slaughter of people who are resisting the government. Absolutely awful to see what's happened. The numbers are in the thousands upon thousands, believed to be well over the total amount of people, including terrorists, that have been killed since October 7, 2023, with Hamas terrorists. Although Israel's blamed for genocide, you look at this and you go, where are those people who were saying those poor Palestinians while Hamas was killing them, right? Just speak the truth of what it really is. Not saying a word, not a stinking word comes out of these people's mouths over support for the Iranian people. Maybe it's because there's 2 cities in the Bible where God says, my throne is there. The city of David and in Jerusalem, Zion, and Elam. God says, my throne is there. Jerusalem, Zion, and Elam, which is in Iran. So maybe it's a spiritual battle. Yeah, it is a spiritual battle indeed. By the way, I will be with Pastor Brandon Holdhouse. We're coming up on our annual Seder presentation that we do. And Bob Probert, I invite Bob Probert every year to run these things for me. He hosts the Seder presentation. It's absolutely phenomenal. And then I MC it, and it's going to be at Pastor Brandon Holdhouse's church, Rock Harbor Church in Bakersfield on Good Friday, August 3. It is a ticketed event. It includes a catered dinner. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I've been doing these with Bob Probert. I'm thinking it has to have been at least 30 years by now that I've been doing them with him. And last year we did it at 412 Church in Temecula. This year it's going to be in Bakersfield, California. And next year, I already have plans for where I think it's going to be next year. I'm not ready to say that yet, but it's become a state I like to move to, so you guys can figure that out. Anyways, Josh Aaron is going to be leading worship this year with us, just like last year, at Rock Harbor Church for the Seder presentation, and it is a catered dinner. It's a ticketed event. It is off the charts. There is limited seating, and then Josh Aaron's also going to be leading worship for Pastor Brennan on a Resurrection Sunday, just 2 days later, April 5th. So check it out, but you actually have to register because it is a catered dinner. It is worship, private worship with Josh Aaron and the whole private Seder dinner. It won't be on YouTube. It won't be televised anywhere. So, but if you want to go, get your tickets. Would love to see you there. I know Pastor Brandon would love to see you there too. Be great. Okay, a lot more I'd like to say, but let's roll on from here. You guys ready? I'm just going to show you a short video because I can, and I just got a kick out of the video. So watch this video. It's with a cat and a balloon. You like animal videos? Watch this one. That's hilarious. I hope you enjoyed that. Hey, so all right, everybody. So here it is. I got a tip of the week for you guys. Are you ready? Are you sitting down? Here goes tip of the week. In fact, this tip of the week is actually good and it's usable advice. Don't argue with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. I don't know if a picture of a husband and wife is the best picture to use with that one. But you start thinking of people who just flat out, they hate you. They're purposely not going to go agree with you. They're not going to listen to you or anything like that. Solomon warns about arguing with a fool. You come down to the fool's level. Listen, don't argue with people like that. They're committed to hating you. They're committed to purposely misunderstanding you. Sorry about the picture of a husband and wife on that one, but I'm not against marriage, trust me. But I don't know which one of my guys came up with that picture and thought it was a good idea. Probably one of the unmarried guys. Hey, anyways, listen, been great with you guys today. Looking forward, join me for my news update tonight, today in prophecy. Looking forward, I'll be up in Sacramento. Apparently that is already a full event up there at Pastor Chad in Calvary up in Sacramento area, California. But so many more things to come. I'll be in Indianapolis coming up. We're going to be all over the place. Just literally, we're going to be all over the place, including Israel, twice. All right, so check it out. Go to the events page, hopeforourtimes.com. Check out all of the different things we got going on. We'll be hopefully in your area, maybe Canada, maybe Germany, Lord willing, it'll happen for us. We'll be able to see you guys there. Lisa D, want to thank you one last time for your faithfulness to Hope for Our Times. You have been such a blessing. May God richly bless you all. See you Sunday morning.